Today we'll be discussing biofuel production and whether or not it is a safe alternative to fossil fuels. What are biofuels? Biofuels are an alternative to fossil fuels and are created using various biomasses. These biomasses, according to the International Journal of Hydrogen Energy, can include wood, algae, municipal and animal waste, soybeans, and sugarcane. There are three different types of biofuels. These include ethanol, biodiesel, and renewable hydrocarbon fuels. These are common in cars, trucks, and airplanes. What are the advantages to biofuels? Well, according to the Office of Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy, these advantages can include vehicle engines. Engines run longer and more efficiently when using biofuels. They also create less carbon emissions than fossil fuels and are created using renewable resources. They also create less greenhouse gases compared to fossil fuels, create more jobs, and create economic security in the sense that many countries are incapable of creating their own fuel, so they import all of it. And this would allow countries to have economic freedom, as biofuels can be produced in any climate, any country, anywhere. What are the disadvantages to biofuels? The first and most major is they're very expensive to create. This could potentially lead to a stunt in economic growth in many countries, which could be very devastating. The next is crop rotation. For a farm to continually grow crops every year, it must rotate different types of crops every year in order to keep the soil acidity levels normal. If biofuel production is pushed, then many farms will grow the same crop to create biofuels, and the soil would become more or less acidic than is safe or usable. This will cause many farms to not be usable for agriculture anymore. Next is fertilizer use. Fertilizers are very bad pollutants in water, and fertilizers will be much more common as biofuels will cause agriculture to grow. Next is food shortages. Food and biofuels use many of the same materials, meaning the more biofuels created, the less materials are there for food, which could cause a food shortage. Water will also be used very extensively with agricultural growth that will occur from biofuel production. This could lead to a water shortage. Next, global warming is a major issue with fossil fuels. This issue is less with biofuels, but is not eradicated. Global warming will still be present with biofuels, but not quite as large. The next thing, biofuels are temperature sensitive, meaning they perform better in warmer temperatures than colder temperatures. What does the future of biofuels look like? Well, according to the Journal of Aerospace Engineering, there will originally be a blend of fuel. So originally in the original production of biofuels, we will use a blend of biofuel that may be something like 80% fossil fuels, 20% biofuels. And eventually biofuels will get more concentrated in the fuel until we have a fully green fuel. This will happen on airplanes and cars and trucks and such. According to the Journal of Clean Air Production, social acceptance of biofuels is very low. Many people are against it, which makes it hard for governments to mandate it and hard for many businesses to desire to manufacture it. Are biofuels good or bad? Well, this is kind of a gray area, as there are many advantages, like the amount of clean gases emitted as opposed to the bad gases emitted by fossil fuels, but there's also economic disadvantages and some things that could happen that could be potentially very catastrophic. This puts us in a gray area. So any final thoughts could be about why are biofuels being pushed by governments but are so socially unacceptable? Well, these fuels can provide many advantages, but also many disadvantages. Thanks for watching. See you next time.